Hola. Okay, in this lesson we're going to look at describing where things are in relation to other things, like next to, behind, in front of, opposite, between. So for that we've got, I've got a little kind of like a little street map. So here you've got one street going up here and another road going off to the right. So on this street you've got bar, cine, hotel. Behind the cinema you've got parque, and opposite the cinema you've got bank. So we can say, we want to say something like the hotel is next to the cinema. So when you say next to, in Spanish it's actually three words. It's basically at the side of. So if you think of the side is el lado. So when you want to say at the side, a is at plus l, that becomes al. Whenever you have a with l, it becomes, they join together to form al. So al lado and then of de. So we can say that, for example, el hotel está, and then do it in red, al lado de a cinema, un cine. Okay, so el hotel está al lado de un cine. So we've got here the verb. There are two forms of the verb to be. There's ser, like soy profe, soy inglés. There's also estar. Now, if you get into when to use ser and when to use estar, there's one of the reasons when you use estar is to talk about location. So if you want to say something like London is in England, Londres está en Inglaterra. Okay, so or I could say I'm in Nottingham now, so estoy en Nottingham, so it's whenever you use location, whether it's permanent or just temporary, it's going to be verb estar. So el hotel está al lado de un cine. So what we'll do is keep this el hotel. We can make more sentences. So then we can say something like the cinema is between a bar and a hotel. So el cine está, and then entre means between, entre un bar y un hotel. Okay, then let's have a look at, we'll keep el cine there. El cine está, so cinema is opposite, so it's basically front, facing. So it's el cine está enfrente de. So opposite is basically like you've got to use two words, enfrente and then de. Banco. Okay, so el cine está enfrente de un banco. Now, we want to say the cinema is in front of a park. El cine está, so in front of is delante de. El cine está delante de un parque. Okay, and then we can say the way around. So the park is behind a cinema. So el parque. It's a bit all really. El parque está, and then behind is detrás de. Detrás de un cine. Okay, el parque está detrás de un cine. So what else can we do? We can also do something like the bar is in the corner. If we want to say this is maybe calle Valencia, so it's Valencia Street. So we could say that el cine está en calle Valencia. So en meaning in. And we could also say something like el bar está en. So if we describe where the bar is, it's here, it's in the corner. El bar está en la esquina. Okay. En la esquina meaning in the corner. Okay, so this is all good for describing where buildings are in relation to each other. If we say something like, every time you've got a preposition with day, you have to be careful if you want to say something like, if you want to say the park is behind the cinema, so the cinema is el cine. So when you've got day and el, it becomes del. So every time you want to say, if you're using the word for the and it's masculine singular el, it's going to be del. So you've got al lado del, near to, cerca del, far from, lejos del, and all the other prepositions we've seen today, delante de, detrás de, and frente de. When the word el comes next, they're going to be the day combines with the el to form del. So let's have a look at some other prepositions. Imagine there's a building and so it has maybe three floors, the ground floor, first floor, second floor. So maybe the first floor is tienda, it's a shop. And here it's a flat, piso, and here it's a flat as well. So if we're just looking at maybe saying there's the flat is above the shop is below the flat. We'll just keep it as a two-story building actually, make it simpler. So we can say that el piso está encima de una tienda. Okay, so el piso está encima de, above, and then una tienda, a shop. So if we say that we're round, the shop is underneath a flat. So la tienda está debajo de un piso. Okay, so la tienda está debajo de un piso. Another preposition you could use would be something like on. So if you want to say something like the book is on the table, so we just do a little book. We could say I'm not sure if it's a bit more kind of, if any drafts people are watching, they might be a bit disappointed with my craftsmanship. So we can put el libro, the book, está sobre la mesa. Okay, so el libro, not libre. El libro está sobre la mesa. The book is on the table. So that's the major prepositions for talking about where things are in relation to other things. It's also good when you're saying where something is. So if you give directions to somebody, like we saw before, you know, like go straight on, todo recto, and then take the first left, toma la primera calle a la izquierda. So if you're saying where something is, you might say, take the take the first right, and then the second right, and then you could say something like, and then the thing you're looking for, maybe the cinema, is on the left, and you could sort of say what it's next to or what it's near to. So it's good to kind of combine that with the general kind of Spanish for just giving directions as well, just to be more precise. Okay, so hasta la próxima.